Morning. Hope everyone's healthy and happy. So let's go ahead and start on your back this morning. And if you need to grab any props, like any blankets or blocks, go ahead and do it right now before you get settled in. But once you have arrived to your mat, just find yourself on your back. You can bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor. Just kind of find a nice, comfortable position where you actually feel yourself grounded. You feel the support beneath you. You feel the earth coming up beneath you and supporting you. And then as you do, just begin to notice what's going on in your body. Notice your jaws, notice your cheeks. Notice the back of your skull resting comfortably on the floor. Notice the forehead. You're not changing anything, but just begin really noticing what's going on in your head, in the face, maybe the back of the neck. Notice if the back of the neck is crunched up. Notice your throat. Notice if there's anything holding or any tension in the throat. And then notice your shoulders. Noticing your heart space, noticing your chest. Noticing your actual heart and the spiritual heart right in between the chest, right in the middle of the chest. And then bring your awareness to your belly and to the pelvis. Notice your hips softening towards the earth. And notice the back of if your legs are extended, notice where the back of your legs are touching the floor. And if your feet are flat on the floor, notice the bottom of your feet. Feel all these sensations on your back side, your back body. And once you notice that, then you can begin to choose to soften, right? You can begin to choose to maybe soften the jaws, relax the shoulders, make the belly soft. And as you create a softness around the belly, making you breathe into the belly, feel the belly expand. And with each exhalation, feel as if the navel sinks into closer to the spine. And create that awareness with the movement of your breath. With each inhalation, feel the belly expand, feel this navel moving away from the spine. And as you exhale, feel the belly contract just a little bit and the navel falls towards the spine. And do this a few more times with your own breath. There's no rush, there's no shaping the breath. I just want you to really begin to become aware of your own breathing pattern and connecting the movement of the breath with your awareness. As if all of a sudden, all your awareness is just dropped into your belly. And as you may know, this is our core, this area, Manipura, our belly, is a center of our inner strength in many, many traditions, right? So in the Japanese tradition, this is called hara. In Chinese, in traditional Chinese medicine, in Ayurveda, all these traditions, this wisdom, ancient wisdom lead us to our belly as being the center of our inner strength. You may even have noticed that sometimes when you are feeling something, you you know, put your hand on your belly and feel what's going on. What's your gut telling you, right? So we have all these sayings about our own inner strength, our gut intuition, what the feeling is in our belly. The power, as they call it in Ayurveda, the Agni, the power of digestion. Everything is surrounded in this area right here where all the internal organs are housed. So as we move through poses today, I really want you to keep your awareness to this space right here in the belly and move from there. Move your arms and legs are just kind of like decoration. I want you to really move from the belly. Any pose that we do, really bring your awareness to your core center and move from that inner strength and inner power in the belly. Now, as you're ready, begin to establish your Ujjayi breath. The Ujjayi breath is a breath in and out through the nostrils, and you feel the breath touching the back of your throat. It may even sound like a sound of ocean, or some people refer to it as like a train coming in and out. So inhaling, both inhales and exhales are done through the nostrils, but you feel there's a slight constriction of the breath in the back of the throat. And then slowly we're going to begin to move. So I want you to stay on your back, please. And bring your hands to your hip bones. And then begin to pick up your right foot off the ground, lifting the knee close to your chest. And then place the right toes back down and pick up the left toes off. Lift the knee towards your chest and then bring the foot back down. And you're just gonna alternate side to side. So the right knee comes up, right foot comes up, left foot comes up, left knee towards your chest. And notice how just this simple movement is engaging the belly. Side to side, inhaling, the right toes up, and then the left toes up. Good. And then next time, pick up your both feet, please, and have your shins be parallel to the floor. The calves are parallel to the floor. Flex the feet. And notice that there's a 90-degree angle on the knees, 90-degree angle on the hips. If you can, keep this as much as you can as we move through the next sequence. Flex the feet. Bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, arch your back slightly, lift the chest up towards the sky. And as you exhale, begin to pick up the head and shoulders off the ground. Keep the elbows out to the side. Inhaling, lower the head and shoulders down. Arch the back slightly, lift the chest open. And as you exhale, begin to pick up the head and shoulders off the ground. Keep the shins parallel to the floor if you can, 90 degrees in the hips. Inhaling down, nice and slow. Exhaling up. And there's no rush. We're moving consciously through this sequence. So again, really keep the awareness on the belly. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Inhaling down, keep flexing the feet. The legs are nice and energized. Exhaling up. And one more time, inhaling, coming down, arch the back, lift the chest up. This time as you exhale up, come up here, pause here, and then bring the right shoulder towards your left knee. So the legs stay parallel to the floor. Inhaling, coming back to the center. Exhaling, left shoulder towards the right knee. Inhaling back to the center. Exhaling, right shoulders toward the left knee. Inhale, back to the center, left shoulder towards the right knee. Inhale, back to the center, and we're moving side to side. Try and keep the shins parallel to the floor as much as you can. Keep the feet flexed. Keep the hips in 90 degrees angle, and then keep the shoulders off the ground if you can. So you're not bringing the shoulders down at all. You're just lifting side to side. And one more time on both sides. Inhale and exhale. Next time, as you're done with the left shoulder towards your right knee, come back to the center. Take a nice deep breath in. Lift up a little bit higher. And then exhale. Lower all the way down. Draw the knees towards your chest. And then you can rock a little bit side to side on your back. So I'm sure you're already feeling the core waking up. And I want you to just really keep that awareness on your belly for the entire practice today. And then this time, as you draw your knees towards your chest, you can put your hands behind your hamstrings and then just begin to rock up and down your spine. Nice and slow, just rocking up and down the spine. This is really good for the health of the spine, for health of all the muscles in your back. Good. And next time as you rock up, come on all the way up, sit on your sit bones, and then begin to pick up your heels off the ground. So lift the chest up. Your hands can be right on your hamstrings. And as you lift the chest up, your back is nice and long. The crown of the head still reaching up towards the sky. And then pick up the right foot off the ground, straighten the right knee. Bend that knee and then switch sides. The left leg straight, soften the shoulders away, lifting the chest up. And then the right leg, and then the left leg, and right leg, and left leg. One more time, and then we're all gonna end up in Navasana, both pose. So for your Navasana, initially your knees can be bent. Right? So we don't want to go straight into the full boat. Have your knees bent, and the same thing, shins are parallel to the floor. You can hold on to your hamstrings, but I want you to really think about lifting the chest up. And as the core is engaged in this pose, feel that integration of the core with your pelvis. So as the pelvis is pressing down on the floor, your sitting bones are pressing down on the floor, your chest is lifting up, and the bridge between these two is your belly. Inhale. And then exhale, bring your feet all the way down to the floor. Bring your hands behind you. Pick up your hips and then fold forward. Let the head go. And as you let the head go into your first forward fold, I want you to bend your knees. So when you bend your knees, your hamstrings are free. It basically takes the hamstrings out of this pose. And you can really let the low back extend. So feel that extension all the way from your low back through the back of the scalp. You can even interlace your fingers behind your head and just let the weight of your head open up more space in your upper back, low back. And you can begin to wave here, a little side to side, waving your torso. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. And with your next inhalation, bring your hands to your hips, please. And with a tall, long spine, you're gonna lift your torso all the way up, coming into your Tadasana. Your feet are hip width apart. Inhale, reach your fingertips all the way up. And exhaling, fold forward, swan dive all the way down to the earth. Inhaling, lifting halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. 2 more times, just like that. These are Ardha Surya Namaskars. Inhaling, reach up, touch the ceiling. Exhaling, fold forward from your hips. Keep the back nice and long, all the way down. Inhaling, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway up. Exhaling, Uttanasana, fold forward. And one more time. Inhale, inhale, inhale. As you come up, use your core muscles to lift up. Reach the fingertips up towards the sky. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana, all the way down. Inhaling, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana, and pause here. Take a big step back with your right foot, please. Keep the right toes on the ground. The right heel is off the ground. And then as you inhale, drop load, bringing the hips down towards the floor, lifting the chest up. Exhale, begin to straighten both legs. That right heel can stay off the ground, bringing your forehead towards your left shin. Inhaling, coming back into your lunge, lifting the chest up. Keep that right heel off the ground. And exhale, back into a pyramid version or modification of pyramid pose. Inhaling, lifting the chest up. And exhaling. And as you do this, even right here, can you move the core to move into your pyramid pose? So your inhalation bends the left knee, keeping the right leg straight, lifting the chest up, stretch open the front side body, and then exhale, fold forward, integrating the core, bringing your forehead down towards your shin. And last one, please. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And exhale, 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 coming back into your pyramid pose. Pause here for a moment. Bend the left knee slightly. Shift your weight forward to the left. And then pick up that right foot and drag it all the way to your left foot. Inhaling, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, fold forward, Uttanasana. Taking your left leg back behind you. Left toes are on the ground. Coming into your lunge, inhaling, lifting the chest up, let the hips melt down towards the floor. Exhaling, begin to straighten both knees, bringing the forehead towards the shin. Inhaling, coming into your lunge, lifting the chest up, soften the shoulders away. Exhaling, pull the belly in, and as you initiate the movement from your core, begin to lift the hips towards the sky. Inhaling down into a lunge, lifting the chest up, exhaling, feeling the movement, even though your legs are moving, but I want you to really stay focused on your torso, on your internal organs in the belly. Inhale and exhale. Keep the shoulders soft again, please. Inhaling, lifting the chest up. Let the hips melt towards the floor into your lunge. Feel the stretch in the front side body. And then exhaling, fold forward, bringing your forehead towards your right shin. And pause here for a moment. And then your next inhalation is going to bend that right knee just slightly and drag your left toes towards your right foot. Inhale, lifting the chest up into your Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, Uttanasana, and fold. Your next inhalation is going to lift your torso all the way up. Come up with a long spine. Reach up towards the sky. Create room for your lungs to breathe. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Now we're going to move on to that, add on to that sequence. Inhaling, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, fold forward from your hips, Uttanasana. Inhaling, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward, taking your right leg back behind you into a deep lunge. Inhale, let the hips drop, lift the chest up. Exhale, lift the hips up towards the sky, coming into your pyramid pose. Inhaling, coming back into the lunge. Pause here for a moment. And then now I want you to really use your core. So press down through the bottom of that left foot And maybe your fingertips can become light. And as they do, can you reach the fingertips back behind you? Can you really energize that right leg? Press back into an imaginary wall with your right heel. And the top of your head is reaching towards the opposite wall. And then your fingertips are reaching back behind you as if you're starting to take off into a flying, basically. Take a nice deep breath in, and then slowly begin to press down through the bottom of the left foot as you lift the torso up towards the sky, bringing your arms straight up to the sky into your Anjayanasana. Take a nice deep breath in, reach up, inhale, and then as you exhale, bend that back knee. And maybe you can bring the back knee closer to the earth. Inhaling, straighten the back knee. Make sure the shoulders are soft. Exhale, bend the back knee. Just maybe it gets closer and closer each time. Maybe you can even tap your knee down towards the earth. Inhaling, straighten the knee. Exhale, bend the back knee. And one more time, inhale, straighten the knee. Now pause here for a moment. Shift your weight forward, begin to reach your fingertips towards the front wall. Take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale. Bring your hands all the way down to the earth and drag your right toes to bringing your right foot next to your left foot. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Take your left leg back behind you. Left heel is off the ground. Bend the right knee, drop into your lunge. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, straighten both knees, bringing your forehead towards your right shin. Inhaling back into your lunge. Pause here for a moment. Now really integrate your core. Pull the belly in. Bring your whole awareness to your belly. Press down firmly through the bottom of that right foot. Keep that left leg nice and energized. Imagine a wall behind that left foot. And then slowly begin to lift your fingertips off the ground, reaching your fingertips to the back wall behind you. As you do this, notice if the shoulders are up to your ears. Can you soften the shoulder blades down the back? Lift the chest up. Energize that left leg. Make that left knee as straight as you can. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. And then with your next inhalation, you're going to lift the torso up, lifting the fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Anjayanasana. Inhale. Exhale, begin to bend that left knee, bringing it a little closer to the earth. Inhaling, straighten the knee. Exhale, bend the knee. Each time, maybe you get a little closer to the earth. Inhale, straighten the knee. Exhale, bend the knee. Maybe you can tap the knee this time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And then this time, as you straighten the knee, pause here. Inhale, begin to shift your weight forward, reaching your fingertips in front of you towards the front wall. Straighten that back leg. Keep that back leg nice and energized. Take a nice deep inhalation. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Shift your weight forward and then drag your left toes towards your right foot. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Touch the ceiling. Exhale, this time bring your hands to the heart center. We're gonna add on to that pose. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, fold forward. Inhaling, halfway up. Exhaling, fold forward and taking your right leg back behind you. Inhale, press down to lift up, Anjayanasana. Exhale, begin to bend that back knee, bring the elbows out to the side. Pause here. Now I want you to notice if you're leaking energy out of the belly. So pull the belly in. As you do, the floating rib cage pulls in, and then you can lift the chest up all you want. So there's no compression in your low back. Arms are out to the side like cactus. And then begin to twist your body over to the left. Inhale. Good. Very nice, beautiful. Exhale, coming back to the center. Inhaling, reach up. Exhaling, reach forward, bringing your hands all the way down to the earth. Step your right foot to meet the left. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Take your left leg back behind you. Press down to lift up. Use the core. Pull the belly in. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, reach up. Exhale, bend the back knee, elbows out to the side. Inhale, lift the chest up. Pull the lower rib cage in, and then you can lift the chest up all you want. Exhale. Inhale, and then your next exhalation is going to twist you over to the right. Take a nice deep breath in. Notice how the hips are still facing forward. All you're doing is using your core to turn your torso. Inhale. Exhale, reach all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, bringing your hands all the way down to the earth. Step your left foot to meet the right. Inhale, halfway up. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach up. Exhaling, Samasthiti, coming back home, back to the center. Inhaling, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, fold from your hips all the way down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold and right leg back behind you. Inhale, you've been here before, your body knows where it's going. Reach up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, bend the back knee, elbows out to the side. Nice deep inhalation. Exhaling, twist over to the left. Stay here. Take your left hand to the back of your right thigh. Reach the right fingertips all the way up to the sky into a back bend. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward with your right fingertips and then bring the right elbow to your left knee. Then you can stack your hands on top of another into prayer pose, into your twist. With each inhalation, I want you to think about elongating the spine. As you exhale, you're using your core to turn your body. So your hips are staying square down towards the earth. Keep that back leg nice and energized. Imagine a wall behind that right heel. Press that right heel onto that wall. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands all the way down to the earth. Step your right foot to meet the left. Halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Take your left leg back behind you. Inhaling, lift the torso up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, bend the back knee, elbows out to the side, cactus arms. Inhale here. Exhale, twist over to the right. Pause. Take your right hand behind you, find your left hamstring. Reach the left fingertips all the way up, create a back bend. Inhale. And then exhale, left elbow towards your right knee. You can put your hands together in prayer pose. Inhale, open the chest up, twist from your core, right? So the hips stay square down towards the earth as you're just twisting from your lumbar spine, from your thoracic spine down towards the lumbar. Keep that left leg nice and energized. Press the back heel onto an imaginary wall. Inhale. Exhale, reach the crown of the head towards the front wall, and then bringing your hands all the way down to the earth. Step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, fold forward. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. Pause here for a moment. Notice your heart beating. Notice you're grounded. Notice that we're just practicing all together. So there's no rush. We're moving from one shape to another, one pose to another. All I need you to do is just focus on your core center. Focus on the belly. Bend the knees, please, and reach down towards the earth. Touch the fingertips down towards the earth. Keep the knees bent, keep the seat back behind you, and then lift the fingertips straight up to the sky. Inhale, sitting in your chair pose. Exhale, fold forward, all the way down, touch the earth. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold and step your right foot back. Coming into your Anjayanasana, inhale. Exhale, bend the back knee, elbows in cactus arm out to the side. Exhale. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, twist over to the left. One breath here, and then your exhalation is going to take your left hand to your right hamstring, reaching the right arm up. Inhale. Exhale into your twist. Right elbow to the left knee, stack your hands. You can either keep your hands in prayer, or maybe this time you like to extend your wings, reaching your right fingertips towards the earth as the left fingertips reach up towards the sky. Inhale. Now, listen up here because this is going to be a tricky one here. I want you to bring your hands back to the prayer center. Shift your weight to the left foot and then slowly begin to lift your right foot up. Bring your right foot next to your left foot so you're in a seated chair pose, but in a twist. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, bringing your hands to the earth. And then step your left foot back behind you. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, bend the back knee, elbows out to the side. One breath here for nothing. Inhale. Exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale. Exhale, your right hand comes to the left hamstring. Left fingertips reach up. Stretch open that entire front side body. And your exhalation is going to bring your left elbow to the right knee, your right hand on top of the left. As you reach the crown up towards the sky, your heel reaches back behind you. Maybe you like to extend the arms open, spread your wings here, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands back to the prayer pose. Keep your twist, shift your weight over to the right, and then step your left foot to meet the right. So you're sitting back into chair pose with a twist. Inhale. And exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Lift the hips up. Drop the head down. Let go of whatever didn't happen in that last pose. And then with your inhalation, you're going to lift all the way up and exhale, Samastihi. Come back home. Pause here. Soften the shoulders. Notice your breath. Notice the awareness in your belly. Inhale. And exhale, bend your knees, touch the earth. Inhale, reaching the fingertips up into chair. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward, bringing your hands down to the earth. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold and take your right leg back behind your right heel off the ground. Inhaling, reach up. Last one of this sequence, so make it really count. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the right knee. Inhale for one breath. Exhale, twist over to the left. Inhale. Exhale, left hand to your right hamstring, reach the right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow to the left knee, twist. Inhale, reach the fingers, reach the crown to the front. If you like to extend the arms open, spread the wings wide, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the back to prayer and step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale. Exhale here, pause here for a moment. And then I'd like you to take your hands back to the earth, reach the fingertips to the front, lift the heels off the ground. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands behind you into airplane pose. Inhaling, reach forward as you lift the heels up. Exhaling, reach back behind you, airplane pose. Inhaling, reach forward, lift the heels up. Exhale, back behind you, airplane pose. And last time, reach the heels up. This time, keep the heels off the ground and then begin to lift the torso up. Keep the heels off the ground if you can. Up and up and up and up. Inhale. Exhale, come home. Tadasana. Inhale, bend the knees, touch the earth. Reach the fingertips up, chair pose. Inhale. Exhaling, fold forward. Uttanasana, taking the left leg back behind you. Last one of the sequence. Inhaling, lifting the fingertips up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, bend the back knee, elbows out to the side, cactus arm. One breath here for nothing, inhale. Exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale. Exhale, your right hand goes to the left thigh, left hamstring, reaching the left fingertips up. Inhale, stretch open that side. Make the front body side body long, and exhale, bring your elbow to your right thigh. You can bring the hands to the prayer pose or spread your wings. Inhaling and exhaling, twist. Bringing your hands back to the prayer pose. Step your left foot to meet the right. Pause here for a moment. Inhale and exhale, twist. And then inhaling, coming back to the center, reaching the fingertips forward. Lift the heels off the ground. Inhale. Exhaling, bring the heels down and reach the fingertips back behind your airplane. Inhaling, lifting the heels up. Exhaling, fingertips reach back. Remember your core. Take your awareness to the core. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Keep the heels up. Use the strength in your belly. You're all very strong. I know you can do this. And then lifting the arms all the way up. Keep the heels off the ground if you can. And exhale, come back to the center, Tadasana. Good job, beautiful. Close your eyes for a moment and just pause here. Notice your breath. Notice the inner strength that you already possess. All you're doing through these poses is you're bringing it to the surface. So you already have this power. You're already this strong. All we're doing is moving through these poses and bringing that inner core strength, the inner power that's already within you, to the surface. Open your eyes, please. And then take a big step back with your left foot. Turn your heels in, your toes out. So initially, I like to go about maybe 3-4 feet in between my heels. And as you bend the knees, inhale, reach the fingertips all the way up. And then exhale, straighten the knees and bring your, this energy that you've gathered, bring it home, bring it to your belly. This area is called yoni in Sanskrit. It's like the power of the womb. It's the strength in your womb, feminine and masculine. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be a woman to have this power within you. Inhale, bend the knees, reach all the way up. Exhale, gather that new energy and bring it home. Bring it inside. Inhaling, reach up, gather the earth's energy all the way out to the center and bring it home, bring it to you. Inhaling, gather whatever your heartfelt desires, whatever you want, gather it, bring it home. You want more strength, gather it, bring it home. You want more love, get it, gather it, bring it home. Whatever it is that you want more of, bring it home. Imagine that you're in a sea surrounded, an ocean of nurturance around you. Bring it home. One more time, please. Inhale, gather whatever you want right now and bring it home. And then pause here. Pause here and bask in whatever you've gathered. And then lift the right heel up. Lift the left heel up. Maybe you can lift both heels up at the same time. Remember, you have this strength within you. Maybe your arms can come out to the side. Your palms are facing forward in Abhaya Mudra. This is a mudra meaning fear not, because you have the strength within you. Sink a little bit lower, lift the heels up a little bit higher, soften the shoulders, elbows are higher than the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring the heels down, bring your hands to your hips. Turn your toes in, your heels out. Lift the chest up, and then exhale, fold forward. As you fold forward, bring your hands to the earth, please, and lengthen the spine first. You can even walk your fingertips all the way out on the floor in front of you, and then lean back. So you're in this kind of a wide-legged downward dog. Your legs are wide apart from each other. Your hands are in a downward dog. And then let the head go, let the head drop so that the ears are lined up with your biceps. Take a nice deep breath in as you lean back. Lift the hips up towards the sky. Lift the sitting bones up towards the sky. Inhale. And then exhale. Walk your hands back in between your feet. Putting your right hand right underneath your face, directly aligned with your nose. Take your left hand to your hips. So the left elbow is pointing to the side wall. This is really important. Most of the time we move from our extremities. So we move from the arms. So what happens is the arms is reaching up as you're like struggling to twist. I want you to take the arm out of this pose. So the elbow is out to the side, your hand is in your hip. Now from your core, just like we've been doing for the entire practice today, inhale, begin to straighten the spine. And then your exhalation is going to turn your chest. So the elbow is still out to the side. You're just turning your chest. Each inhalation, you're making the spine long. Each exhalation, you're just turning the chest a little bit more. Keep the hips square. Press down firmly through the bottom of both feet. Your hips are square down towards the front. Inhale and exhale. And then go as far as you can, and then from here you can just slowly and gently extend the arm out. So it doesn't matter that the arm is not way up towards the sky. I don't care about that. I want you to feel the expansion in the front of your chest. That's the most important thing. Inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Bring the right hand to your hips. Inhale, extend the spine long. And exhale, begin your twist over to the right from your thoracic spine, from your upper back. Inhale, keep the hips square. Exhale, twist. So the elbow stays out to the side. Notice if the elbow is already going up towards the sky, that is an indication that you want to reach up. So it doesn't matter how far you go. Keep the elbow to the side. Inhale and exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. Go as far as you can comfortably go. And then from here, you can just extend the arm. Then the arm becomes part of the pose. It's not leading the pose. Inhale and exhale, soften that shoulder. Inhale and exhale, lower the hands all the way down. Walk your hands between your legs. You can grab your big toes with your peace fingers, or you can grab your shins or the heels and then just fold forward. And as you fold forward, notice that there's plenty of space between the ears and the shoulders. So the shoulders are not coming up to the ears, but the shoulder blades are moving down your back. And then just let the breath go. Inhale and exhale. Let the head drop. Imagine your head is like a ripe fruit, a ripe tomato just hanging on the bush. Inhale and exhale. One more time, please. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly begin to bring your hands back to the center if they're not. Heel toe your feet together. And then you're gonna sit in your Malasana garden pose. So if you have a blanket, it's a good idea. If your heels are off the ground, you can pick up your heels and put your heels on the blanket. If you don't have a blanket, you can always roll your mat like so and put your heels on the blanket. So make sure that your heels are resting on something so they're not lifted up. You can turn your toes out, your heels in, and bring your hands to the heart. And lift your heart through the collarbones. Shine your heart up towards the sky. Soften the shoulders. Let your ears just rest right along with the shoulders. Notice if your chin is jutting forward, press the chin back. The back of the neck becomes long so that you can really lift the heart up. Inhale. Exhale, gently press and open your knees with your triceps. And then slowly come all the way down and sit all the way on your buttocks. Extend both legs straight to the front. Now move a little side to side like this on your hips. So imagine like you're just doing a Sunday morning cruise on your hips. You're like, hey neighbor, you're just walking on your hips. This is side to side. This is actually a really good massage for the hips. It's my favorite thing to do. Now you can walk forward with your hips, moving side to side with your hips. You can walk back with your hips. This is so, I know it looks silly, but it's actually so healthy for the hip joints, for the synovial fluid in the hip sockets. The hips are ball and joints sockets, so you can really move back and forth like this. And you bring awareness into those synovial fluids in the hip socket. And then next time you made it to your mat, just pause there. Bring the bottom of your feet together. Open up your knees out to the side in butterfly pose. You can interlace your fingers underneath the outer edge of your feet. And then just stay seated for a moment. Let the butterfly flutter wings. Let it open up nice and slow. Keep the chest up for right now. Keep the spine nice and tall. And actually, you might feel a nice stretch in the shoulders as you do this as well. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale. And then what I'd like you to think about is, so I'm going to turn so you can see me. Most of us want to just come forward like this. So I want you to keep the back straight, okay? And think about moving forward. You can come forward as much as you want. Think about like there is a string attached from your belly button to your heels, and you're shortening that string. So bring the belly button towards the heels. Doesn't matter how far you go. I want you to lift the chest up and keep the back just like a ski slope all the way down. So back is nice and straight. And then if you like to, you can place your elbows on your thighs and let your legs open up a little bit more. Lifting the chest up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Your next inhalation is going to lift you all the way up. Bring your knees together. Extend the left leg straight. Take the right foot and put it on the outside of that left thigh. Your right hand comes right next to you. Inhale, reach the left fingertips up, and exhale, hug your right knee in. And then with your inhalation, begin to lift the chest, lift the spine tall, and as you exhale, you twist. So notice even here, your hips are level, square down towards the front. Notice if you're leaning one way or another, most of us tend to lean over to the left. So I want you to really ground that right hip down. Keep the right hip down on the floor. And then you can twist as much as you want to, and maybe even take your gaze over to the right. Keep that left foot flexed, please. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Your next inhalation is going to bring your gaze forward. Lean over to the left and then bend that left knee too. And then you can take the outside edge of your right foot, right ankle, and put it on top of your left knee. If this is too much, this is called the fire Agni Stambhasana, fire log pose. If this, you feel it in your knee at all, just sit cross-legged. So I'd rather you sit cross-legged than feel pain in that right knee. If you can sit in fire log pose, stay here. Make sure both both feet are flexed. And then you can either sit tall or just come forward slowly. So you get a nice stretch in that right hip. Allow the hips to be grounded once again. So the hips are going to want to move forward because you feel like your ego wants to go all the way down. It doesn't matter. Tell the ego to go home. It doesn't belong in your yoga practice today. Stay up. And exhale. And then slowly come all the way back up. Extend both legs straight. Wag your legs side to side. And this time you're going to bend the left knee, putting your left foot on the outside of that right knee. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Keep that right foot flexed. And exhale, hug the left knee in. With each inhalation, the crown reaches up towards the sky, and exhale, twist. Keep the right foot flexed, please. So right heel is pressing down on the earth. And you can even take your gaze over to the left shoulder. So many of our life, we allow our egos to just lead us through. I want you to begin to notice that. And once you notice it, just tell it to go home. We can all become a little wiser, a little more compassionate, a little kinder. And our yoga practice allows us to be more compassionate and kinder to ourselves so that we can extend it to other people. Exhaling, moving back to the center. Shift your hips over to the right, or shift your weight to the right hip. Bend that right knee, and then see if you want to stack your shins so that the outside edge of your left ankle is resting on top of your right knee. Again, please, if this is too much on your knee, just put that left shin in front, sit cross-legged. Okay, so take care of yourself. So you can take care of yourself till you're 110 years old. And then keep both feet flexed, and exhale, begin to come forward. If you'd like to, you can come forward. If you don't want to, just sit up tall. Just make sure that both heels are flexed, so you're protecting the knees and the hips. And then exhale. Let yourself just feel the opening, stretch in that left hip. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. And your next inhalation is going to lift you up. Extend both legs in the front. This time sit on, come down on your elbows and just kind of wave your legs side to side. And then slowly come all the way down to the earth. Draw your knees to your chest. Rock a little bit side to side to give some love to your low back. Hug your knees in, really squeeze your knees in. And then grab the outside edges of your feet and come into a happy baby pose. And just wag a little side to side like you're actually a baby just having a best old time, good old time. Just go a little side to side. Maybe you like to extend the legs and stretch it up. Maybe you like to bring your legs behind your head, whatever feels good for you. And then release, bringing your knees to your chest and slowly begin to extend the legs. We're coming into our final pose, Shavasana. As you come into your final pose, lift one shoulder off the ground, tuck that shoulder blade down your back behind the lungs, and then lift the other shoulder up and tuck that behind the lungs under your back. So you kind of create a pillow for your spine back there. Let the skull be long. Make sure that the chin is not jutting up towards the sky. If you notice your chin is lifted, draw the chin down towards your breastbone so the back of the neck becomes long. Let the palms be open. Let your heels sink into the floor. And then let your breath just be natural. Close your eyes. Let yourself let go. Feel the work that you did in your core. And let your belly be soft. And as you rest here in your final pose in this Shavasana, let yourself once again become aware of this incredible inner strength that you have. This willpower,